Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Beats by Lonze family. All right, so as y'all probably already have heard by now, is that my YouTube page got demonetized because of content reuse, which is a prohibited part of the community guidelines. Now, I don't know exactly which videos were the culprit, but YouTube is saying that one of my videos is, or one or more of my videos is the culprit of that. So my channel is temporarily paused from monetization. And as y'all know, I've been on a good year and a half tour of monetizing my YouTube. And so I got monetized in of October of last year is when I got monetized. The first part of the monetization, and then in January or December or January, yeah. It was like end of December, January. I actually got monetized to be able to make money from YouTube because I hit um, my hours. Well, I was streaming yesterday and I got an email from YouTube that says your page has been paused. Now I'm like, what in the world? All right, so today have good old chipotle. So we're gonna eat chipotle. Now I don't typically eat in front of my equipment, so I'm going to try my best to keep my drinks and everything away from my equipment and my food away from my equipment. All right, so we're gonna eat and talk a little bit. As y'all also know, Machine came out with an update to the Machine Plus hardware, and I've been trying all morning to update the Machine Plus, but Machine Plus is not updating. It's not updating to the new update, so I got to figure out whether I'm doing something wrong with the update. Now I'm supposed to be able to. Um, I don't know what I was saying, but oh, working on the machine update. And I'm having trouble right now. My Machine Plus is not updating. It's giving me an error for update. So it says fetching an update, but then when it goes to actually update, it says your machine is update. But then when I look at the machine version, um, it doesn't have the right version. So while we're here, let's look and see what the new update version should be. What update version should the new update be? Machine Plus August 2025. All right, so it says The latest major update for Machine Plus is Machine 3.31. So, play series directly on the Machine Plus. Additionally, the update features bounce in place. Update also added support for certain mod and crush pack effects. So when I go to Machine 3.0 and I go to settings, it should tell me that where's my about? It should be Machine about 3.3.1 is what it says I'm on. So 3.3.1 is what I'm on for Machine software, which is correct. And then Machine Plus is 1.61. 1.61 was the prior one in April 2025. All right. Says you can usually access and install updates through your native access application on your computer. All right, so let's go back to native access and make sure. So I downloaded all the updates that came through native access. All right, so it says Complete Control has a new update to 3.5. Dun, 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 dun. So while that's doing, so how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I was up early this morning. I couldn't really sleep well because my brain is populating and talking about. Yeah, just thinking of the master plan of how we're going to uh, how we're going to pivot. So that's that. All right, so the complete control has now updated successfully. All right, cool. All right, machine 3.31 is there. So it looks like I've done everything that I thought I was supposed to do. All right, so let's see if anybody on YouTube update machine plus 3.3 YouTube. See if anybody has is showing their updated machine. All right, so let's see. mean, yeah, same shit. So you go to settings and you click on update. Yep, don't see anything differently than what I already did. So, all right. So 3.31 features, added features, support up for upcoming Machine Plus release. Okay, due to be released in the coming weeks. Got it. So that's, oh man, I tell you, that's what be the issue with they people put out information and it don't be like complete all the completed information that is correct. So it says that what's new in Machine 3.3.0 is it includes support for upcoming Machine Plus release due to be released in the coming weeks. What date is this? What date is this that was put out? All right, so it says due to be released in the coming weeks. Support for a new version of NI Accessibility Helper for VI users. Separate download on native access based and performance improvements. What's new in 3.20? I wish this would have had a date on it. It says it's the date that this came out, that it was updated. Um, so there is another Machine Plus release that is supposed to be coming out. According to Native Instruments homepage, it says what's new in Native Instruments. So let me share the screen so y'all can see that. So right here, Native Instruments articles. I was trying to find a date for the article, but I don't see the date anywhere. But it says Machine 3.31 comes with these new fixes: Control MK2 keyboards, and then performance issues with idling workloads on the CPU. And it says Machine 3.30 comes with these new features and fixes. And then it says added features support for upcoming Machine Plus release due to be released in the coming weeks. So I just wanted to find a date for that information and just didn't have that date. So I just searched for it and let's go to. All right, cool. So I'm assuming that it's not out yet. All right. Crazy Wabbit, what's up, man? You've been up all day. Yes, sir. I am about to eat Chipotle. I am a huge Chipotle fan. I can tell you that the first time that I ate Chipotle, it made me sick as a dog. Oh, I had the worst headache that I've ever gotten in the world after eating Chipotle. After eating Chipotle, that was the first time I ate it in. Let's see, 20. When did we move? 2015. Somewhere around 2015 is the first time I ate Chipotle, and I had seen it, but I never ate it. And then my wife was like, "Yeah, Chipotle is pretty good." So I was like, okay, let's try it. So we tried it, and it was really good going down. But after it went down, oh man, I had the worst headache in the world. So the I like to get the steak bowl with pico de gallo. I like the lettuce, the guac, and the cheese. And yeah, I could eat Chipotle every week, probably twice a week. And white rice, I like white rice and black beans. But yeah, I can eat it twice a week if if there was nothing stopping me from eating it. But I've limited myself that whenever because Chipotle is pretty close, so I can get there in a couple minutes. And what am I saying? Yeah, I have to stop myself from saying, "Oh, well, let's just go to Chipotle." Um, when I have food to cook. So anyway, for y'all who are new to my channel, my name is Beats by Lonze. I do a production channel for producers and musicians and people that like to dibble and dabble with audio and stuff. And I haven't even ate it yet, and I lost my thought. You're absolutely correct. I have a YouTube page that just got demonetized yesterday, and we're gonna keep it rocking. So I don't typically eat in my studio, but today I'm hungry and I'm trying to make use of my time that I got here. And so we're gonna eat and talk. So again, earlier I was talking about updating the Machine Plus. I was looking for my Machine Plus to come through with an update, and as of right now, it says my machine is updated with 1.6. That is on the Machine Plus hardware, but on the software, 3.3 is available, and we've updated to 3.3. Haven't used it yet. Again, I've been working on content this morning, so we will get to work on that. Um, ZAVV says, "Do you like one piece or piano more?" Um, I personally like drum machines of all types, and the piano is just an added bonus that you can actually MIDI in or record straight audio to your drum machine as an assistant. I'm hoping that's what your question was. So hopefully that answered your question. So I'm expecting, since this is August the 21st and it's almost the end of August, I'm expecting a lot of companies to start introducing um, what hardware and software they're going to come out for the fourth quarter. And I know that in the music world, the quarters are different than the fiscal year for military. So, like in the military, the fiscal year starts in October. October, November, December is the first quarter. So, by September, August, September, you're ramping up to get ready to get all your paperwork in order, your financials in order all your money spent before October, because October your money would come in, and the fiscal year doesn't start in January. So, being that it's August, that means that most people would be revolving around the money stream, which is going to be the holidays, your Thanksgivings, your Christmas, New Year's. That's when people are going to have money. So it'll be smart that you release product when people got money. Such as, if y'all are Apple users such as myself, y'all know that September is the month that they preview the new iPhone. And then you can special order and order the new iPhone to get it in October. And then they'll already have the new Apple Watches and iPads and all that stuff. They already have that in stock. So you can begin to order that and get it in before October comes in. So if most companies are like that, they will do the same thing. And so that tells you that if that's the time that people drop, that means that that's the time people have money. And also, you'd also think about tax time. When people start to do taxes in January, February, March time frame, people are doing their taxes. And then taxes have to be paid by April and May. People got money, so you tend to want to drop product during those times. So yeah, I'm just having a conversation about business practices and right now my YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out the master plan for my YouTube. Again, we're in season 2 of my channel, and the whole plot for season 2 was to become monetized. So in October of last year, we got monetized. I got my first paycheck from YouTube in May, and I was about to get my second paycheck this month before I got demonetized. So that hurt my feelings. So imagine if I was dependent on that money to have lunch, depending on that money to pay a bill, be shit out of luck. But thank God that that is not the case. And if anybody's watching and thinking to themselves that, man, he eat fast. I never lost the what do you call it? In boot camp, in Marine Corps boot camp, I learned how to eat fast so that I can eat all of my food in time before we get kicked out of the chow hall. And so I've never lost. I've never got back into the routine of eating slow again. So now it's always a rush, which is not good for your body to rush your food down. It's not good for your digestions. So yeah. And because I was short, I was always in the back of the line because they used to line us up by height. So it go from tallest to shortest. And since I was always in the back and be the last to get my plate, if all the people up front was talking and bullshitting, by the time they got their food, by the time I got my food, they'd be kicking us out of the chow hall. So I had to learn how to like stuff my mouth and eat all the stuff that I wanted to eat first, and how to hide food in my mouth without looking like I still got food in my mouth. Crazy Rabbit says, as a former ER nurse, we didn't have lunch breaks. We ate on the go. Still to this day, chow down quickly. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. That is a hard job. I appreciate all nurses and doctors and people that work in the medical field. Thank you for your service. Said he spent time in the Air Force. That's what's up. I have a cousin in the Air Force right now. Shout out to all the services. Thank y'all for your service. That's another thing on my channel that I like to do is advocate for veterans. I have content for veterans. I like to talk to the veterans. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I think this is about done. So, so I think that is the end of my Machine Plus fiasco. I think that there's not an actual 3.3 update just yet for the actual machine. I think it's just an update for the software, and you'll still be able to use the Plus as is, but so we'll see how that goes. Great question. This lunch experience, I would rate it 9 out of 10. Love it. Machine Jam, greatest assistant they could have ever came out with. I don't plug it up as much because it would require me to have more space. I'd have to move some stuff around. But it still works with the 3.3 software. And you can use the Machine Jam by itself. It's a controller as well. So if you wanted to use your machine software and a Machine Jam, you could. just wouldn't be able to see any screen real estate. It is the it is the precursor to the Akai Force and to the push. I don't know if y'all know that a lot of people that worked on creating the push one, push two, push three. A lot of people work on they cross pollinate on platforms. So people that work on the Kai stuff, work on machine stuff, work on Ableton stuff. And so you'll see you'll see some of the same functions and similarities between machines because those people, same people, are creating in multiple platforms. And once a company sees that this works on this machine and people like it, they're more apt to bring it over to their machine. Throw away. Thank you, thank you. Machine Studio is dope, bro. I'm telling you. Like, it's always been my dream. Like I've said it in multiple videos. It's always been my dream for a machine to come out with another machine studio, but with updated specs to be similar to like the MK2 or the Machine Plus. Like have the ins and outs so that you can sample into the studio. That'd be dope. But don't sound like they're gonna do it. So Crazy Rabbit says, assuming that Akai drops new hardware, any thoughts where you think they go? Um, I think that Akai is they got their finger on the pulse of drum machine and producers and beat makers, and I think they're listening to what it is that people want, and I think that whatever they come out with next is going to either be a mix of something that they can sell to stay competitive in the market, and at the same time still keep the old people at bay. Keep the people that enjoy the old way of doing music. They're gonna have to give them something. So that's what I think. I think that whatever. I don't think there's just gonna be one. I don't think they're just gonna do one machine. I think they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have a series because assuming that they drop one machine, everybody's not gonna be happy if the machine they drop is not what everybody wants. So I think that the smart thing to do is to drop a series, at least two machines, so you have your choice of A, B, and C, and then show how the software can work with the new machines, software can work with the old machines. Um, Make 3.0 alpha, then we're cooking with grease. You know what? The question is there something that I want from a Kai? Yeah, two things I'd want from a Kai. I want a some type of MPC mini that would that you can compare with the Roland SP404 Mark II. And I would also like the Key 37, a new edition of the Key 37 with the hard drive SD slot, and um, it don't have to have a battery, but I think it needs to have a hard drive. That's what I'd like to see. And then at the latest, y'all see I got the Key 61 back there for those hardcore keyboard players. I think like a 88 key, an 88 key MPC keyboard would be awesome. I know it's not cool to like talk while you're eating, talk with your mouth open and all that stuff, but trying to kill two birds with one stone: eat, fill my belly, and also create my content as well, and talk to the people. So thank y'all for taking your time to hang out with me for a minute. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Another thing I'm gonna do is, just so you know, I know Crazy Wabbit knows that This World Needs a Hero has been streaming non-stop ever since I met him. He's been streaming non-stop, and he has been using some presets that I don't have, that I've never heard of before his stream. So he was using Falcon. So I am going to find the presets that Falcon comes with, and that's going to be my new software that I want to get into, because those sounds inside that Joker is incredible. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so let's get my AC going back over here again. I don't know why I cut it off. Woo! It was cold in here, so I put my sweater on because it was freezing. All right, so let's get my fans going. Woo! All right. Let me find my straw so I can get some good libations in my body. Where did my straw go? Oh, right there by the keyboard. All right. If anybody know of any good ways to get the squeaking out of my gaming chair, I'd appreciate that. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT in a little bit. Like, there's nothing to like really oil on it to like get it to stop squeaking, but that's annoying on my videos. Very, very annoying that anytime I move, I have to find where to put the WD-40, because it's a lot of plastic. It's a lot of plastic, but I'm assuming that somewhere by the screws, it's probably having a hard time. I've tried to stuff things in between the seat. Don't work. And another thing I like to do at Chipotle is at their fountain machine. Crazy Rabbit says, or feed it some Chipotle, it might be hungry. Probably. It don't get no love. I just get to sit on it all the time. Um, One thing I like to do at Chipotle is they have the fountain drinks, and it has the four different kinds of drinks. I like to mix them all together. So 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 whole. Now I heard one time there was like some type of uh, some type of energy, like an energy drink or something that they were putting in a drink. Like it's supposed to like make you do stuff. I hope not, because I'm not supposed to drink anything that has like body altering stuff in it anymore. All right. Woo. Um, while I'm thinking about it, if y'all hear that I'm stuffy, it's because I had to go out and mow grass yesterday in my backyard, and all that pollen and grass follicles and stuff. My body don't do well with all that stuff. So it knocked my algae into like third gear. So, but what I was gonna say is that if you see me after I was eating, I was kind of wiping my beard. Is because at one time my beard had got like Santa Claus big. It had got way out there, right? And it would always catch. It would always catch food, no matter how um how I try to watch what I'm eating. Probably need like a bib to go over my beard. But yeah, it catch food all the time. So I'm always self conscious about that. All right, so let's see. So we got machine open. So let's do a new project. Actually, cancel. Let's share my screen with y'all so y'all can see my machine. Do, 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 do. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play. I'm gonna play this. So that is the that is one of the projects that I just dropped on my latest album, and that is called Pick Seven. Now, Pick Seven was a soul samples project that I created with Masada MPC. So Masada MPC, if y'all don't know him, he is one of the inventors of Lazy Chop. So if you're familiar with any of the drum machines, and you're able to take a sample and chop it piece by piece by piece to pad, he is the inventor of Lazy Chop. So he is well documented as being one of the good creators over at Akai for the new generation of MPCs. And so he released the a bunch of them. He released a bunch of projects. One of the projects was called the let's see what's the name of it really quick. I got it on my desktop. Masada's Break Beats Volume 1 Soul Blueprint. And then he had different volumes of that came out. And so what I did is that, because he's a mentor of mine, I got a lot of the samples, and I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna chop every one of these samples off of every volume. And so at first it was like 3 volumes, and then another 3 volumes, and then this last one he got 10 volumes of soul samples. So no way I'm gonna get to all those. But anyway, this beat is one of the beats that I made, and I put on that beat tape. So, and that beat tape can be found at beatsbylonze.bandcamp.com. Um, and I've been forgetting to say this, but y'all know y'all can follow me on all social media at Beats by Lonze. But the biggest thing, which I don't see it, but the biggest thing is that you can also check out all my beats at beatsbylonze.com. So if you are in need of beats for your YouTube page, you're in need of beats for your TikToks, you can go and find all of my beats that I have for sale there. You can find all of my merchandise for sale there. You can get all the merchandise drop shipped. None of the merchandise comes straight from me. You can get it drop shipped to your house. And I got a lot of merch. Got a lot of merch on the spring.com platform. So check me out, man. I got some really good platform. And if you are a part of the Beats by Lonze family, this is one of the Beats by Lonze family merch that I got. This is in gray. When we went to VidCon, my family and we all had Beats by Lonze family shirts on. And so we were able to walk around like that, get questioned, and talk to people about my YouTube page. But anyway, I am sad about my YouTube page, bruh. I'm sad about it. But guess what? You can't cry about it forever over spilled milk. It's done. What's done is done. It's done. So let's I got about, how much time do I got? All right. I think I have two. Yeah. I got an hour and 30 minutes. Awesome. So I got an hour and 30 minutes. So let's go to controller mode on this bad boy. Let's go to controller mode on the Machine Plus. what we're gonna do is we're going to create something on the machine plus on the machine 3.0 software if it decides to work for me. Because I ain't gonna lie, actually this morning it's been acting stupid. Like if y'all just saw right now, I asked the machine to go into controller mode and it said, "Screw you, I'm not gonna do that." Let's see. And another thing I'll tell you too. In the last year, I've had more problems with my Mac. I've had more problems with the Mac Studio than I've ever had with Mac products ever. Now, I do know that there is some shit that they did with those updates on those operating systems that, you know, it's supposed to be for population's safety and all that kind of shit. But as far as like beat makers and people that make music and have different types of software and equipment on the machine, oh my gosh, it is almost like you want to throw the shit out the window. All right, so let's try this again. But first, while we're here at the update window, and it's refreshing. All right, so it's telling me it's still up to date. So we're gonna go to controller. We're gonna discard whatever was on that last project because we don't need it. Now, what's supposed to happen is Machine Plus is supposed to automatically pick up with the software. It ain't working. All right, so let's do this. Let's unhook the application of Machine 3.0 and go to Machine 2.0 and see if by chance the Machine Plus pick up on 2.0. So we'll let it update, let it go through its VST search. See what happens. See if it kicks in. And I will tell you that I was saying earlier that a lot of the issues that I found with my setup in my studio has been with the Mac Studio. And it's not just the Mac Studio. I have a um, brand new M4 Mac Pro, MacBook Pro M4 chip, and that mug is super fast, like out of control fast. However, at the same time, still having the same problems when it comes to like different hardware and stuff. So, um, eventually Apple will get it together. But I am still Apple to the core. iPad, you can't tell me nothing about the iPad. You can't tell me nothing about an iPhone. I I've had iPhones four, since the 4G. So I'll always have an iPhone. And I'll always have an iPad. I've had no problems with the iPad ever. Goodness gracious, this is taking forever to freaking scan. It's trying to find contact 8, now massive. Okay, sometime today, buddy. I guess it's not meant for me to be working in any programs today. Really would like to. I really would like to use one of the programs. But I want to see if by chance, oh no, it crashed. It crashed and went away. Oh no, it didn't. There it is. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There you go. And yeah, y'all saw that. Then when I ran 2.0, where's my hand? You can't see my hand. There we go. When 2.0 loaded, you can see that. See, I'm pressing to add all the groups. When it loaded, it actually put stuff where it needs to be. So let's browse. Let's browse. Let's find us a. So we're in one shots. Okay. Load. Load. And that's supposed to have been a kit. That's weird. Oh, because nah, that's not right. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if we got some sound. Yeah, I think this is a computer issue because right now I got no sound now on the mixing board. All right, so let's go back to machine and let's make sure that our audio is on. Okay, audio should be on that. Always use it, everybody. It's always gonna be something. All right, so let's go. Um, let's go 120 on the BPM. Let's go pattern 8 bars. That's what I like to do. And I use this kit all the time. So let's find another kit. All right. All right, so I got no loop on. That's why that is doing that. Because it should have looped back around. cut the velocity down on that, I guess. Not velocity. Let's cut some mixers, cut it down. I'm just working some stuff out. That's all the flutes that I got? Can't be. You got more flutes than that. Alright, so let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. Um Alright, so let's go. All right, so let's go to D. Let's go to files. Let's go to. So two more things I want to add to this, and then we will round this off. All right, so all right, cool. So we got a little some cooking. So I do know that in 2.0 you could not use the VST. You cannot use all of the VST3, but I see VST3 is pulling up right here. So that's weird. But all right. If it works, it works. Okay, so um, let's go to output co-producer, and we want to find. Let's find some chat. Tell me what sound we should have in this beat. Do we need some harps, some flutes, some brass, some chants, some vocals? Yeah, we need vocals. How about that? Let's do vocals. Let's find some vocals. All right, let's find some vocals. All right, throwaway says brass, so we'll do some brass and we'll do some vocals. Cool. Let's see if it's going to find me some vocals. Actually, let's go back in and oh, there it is right there. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to cut co-producer down because it's going to be blasting. All right, so what we're going to do is play our thingy. That's like it's giving me some Ariana Grande vibes right there. All right now. All right, so let's go to here. Ooh, sing that joint for me now. Sing it. All right, so let's see. We got verse, and we're gonna start the hook here. So let's start a little bit early. know I came in a little hot. I came in a little hot on that original one, so we're just gonna cut it down a little bit and let's see what it sounds like. Hey, all right, I like it. All right, all right, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, now we're gonna go back to co-producer. Y'all probably can't even see my screen. Yeah, you can't see it. All right, so um, a man said that I should use brass. He said I should use throwaway. Said I should use brass. So let's find some brass. Brass. All right. And what we'll do is brass. When we bring in the brass, we'll bring that also on. We'll bring that also on the hook. All right. So let that play a little bit. Okay. I like that one. I like that one too, but let's make sure there's nothing else. All right. I tell you what. So let's get out of co-producer. We don't want co-producer. Let's find our own brass. And because I hear like dun 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 dun. And another thing too that I have my complete control keyboard over there. That's one thing I like about machine. The complete control keyboard works so good. And now I got the Arturia over here, but the last time I checked, I believe that Arturia was not picking up in machine to run as a MIDI controller. But all right, so let's find incorrect. Now I know that I have not set up the settings in this to run as MIDI piano. So let's see. Vocal sequence drums, sound effects, custom. don't have time to mess with all that stuff. There we go. Settings. MIDI in. Main MIDI channel fixed. Secondary MIDI channel. Keyboard channel 1. Alright, so let's go in machine real quick like and see if settings, MIDI, there we go. Astrolab, close. Sometimes it's just user error, my friends. Sometimes it's just user error. Mega Spins, what's up? What's up? Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace, peace. All right. The first thing I'll tell you, the first thing that had me falling in love with music production, at first, let me give you a little background. I was an engineer, and I only recorded people in my studio, right? I only recorded rap artists, pop artists, singers, poets, all that kind of stuff. But on the side, I was producing in FL Studio. I started in like 2001-ish time frame. And the one thing I loved about FL's, well, it was Fruity Loops back then. One thing I liked about Fruity Loops was I was able to run my MIDI keyboard MIDI from a MIDI Uno. If y'all remember the MIDI Uno, it was a little box, and it had two MIDI cables coming out the back of it, and it had USB. They went into the keyboard, and all I had to do was plug that in, find the MIDI on Fruity Loops, and I was able to play my keyboard. So anytime I'm able to run MIDI into a program, I'm always in love. So yeah, it's just one of them things. Now I ain't gonna be able. I'm sure that it's gonna take me a little bit to find what I want, but we're gonna go anyway. So let's go. All right. Ooh, I hit something. All right, of that. So that should be. Let's go back. All right, so let's save that bad boy. Let's call this. Let's call this hot tamales. Hot tamales 25. Save it in the projects. Export audio as a WAV file. Desktop. Let's go to my beat folder. Beat folder. 2025 beats. And choose and export. Now, I know y'all see that we're working in 2.0. That's because 3.0 would not allow me to work with the Machine Plus for some reason. So, we just switched gears and we went straight to 2.0, which still works as you can see on your screen. It kind of looks old with the gray, but still works. And yeah, so let's quit sharing that and be done. But anyway, thank y'all for rocking with me. We ate some chipotle. We talked about my YouTube page. Again, like I said, I got demonetized, and so that was very sad for me because I've been working hard for like the last year and a half, almost 2 years, to monetize my page. So I was just like y'all, like some of y'all. Like I only went to YouTube to watch other people, and anytime I was trying to figure out how to do stuff, I was on YouTube for that. But I did upload like when I threw like shows or whatever, and um, we had performances and stuff like that. I'd upload those to my channel, but I wasn't like I tried vlogging one time. I did podcasting a little bit before podcasting was a thing, so I had some of that content up there. Um, but yeah. So anyway, I got to business and started to take all the content that I was putting on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all those different places where I was creating all this content, and I started moving it to YouTube, and then I started to create my own shows and segments for YouTube. So that's where you meet me today, where we're in season 2, and we have daily shows that we do daily, and then I also stream as well. So, again, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening to the music. Again, you can always follow me on all social media at Beats by Lonze. I got my own website. It's beatsbylonze.com. I got all my beats there. I got all my merch there. I got my podcast there. I have free NPC expansions for beginners. I have that out there on the page. So if you go there, you can download that for free just to get you started. If you need it, just an expansion, just to get you started with some sounds, that is there. So again, I really appreciate you. I just dropped a new project. It's the last thing I'm going to tell you. I just dropped a new project. It's called Pick 7. It is with Masada MPC. It's using Masada soul samples, and it's 11 tracks, and it's actually pretty dope. It's a lot of soul samples on there that I chopped using MPC and machine. And that's it, man. So I appreciate you. Thank you, Mega Spins. Thank you, Throw Base. Thank you, The Crazy Wabbit. Thank you, Throwaway. Thank you, Beats by Wugga. I know he always pops in. Blatantly Blatant Network. I appreciate you. Sun Civil Media. That's Dayson Civil. Thank you. DC Carson, Beats in Bed, the whole crew. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next stream. So peace out. Just don't pull your piece out. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. We ain't going nowhere, baby. The stream is over. The stream is over. Thank you, thank you. The stream is over. Stream is over. Stream is over. Peace out, y'all.